So, Joanne, which player were you most gutted to see leave Newcastle United?
Right. I'll show my age a bit, and I'm going to
Hmm.
go way back to Andy Cole. Not too far back because I'm not that old,
Oh,
but
I
Andy
remember a big
Cole. I was
Andy.
young. I was young, yeah. And, yeah, I mean, anyone that was around at that time and was old enough to understand kind of when he left. And I think we have talked about this. I think it might have been in one of the practice pods, I'll be honest, but Andy Cole was a. It hurt. It did hurt. And especially when he went
Yeah.
on to do great things, you just wished he could have done it here. I mean, at the time we didn't know because as I got older, I read a lot of things about how he couldn't settle in the Northeast. He couldn't cope with the kind of attention that the Geordies gave him. He said he loved it. He said it's great how we are, and he wasn't never nasty about it. But he couldn't cope with the fact that we just loved him so much. He was
Yeah.
quite a shy guy, and he didn't want that kind of direct attention all the time. So now that I know why he left, I mean, I didn't hate him at the time. I was just sad. But there can't be any hatred towards someone who leaves for those type of reasons. So, and again, he was
No,
always nice
definitely not.
about it. So he was my main one, along with Sir Les was a very close second for me because I absolutely loved that man when he played for us. Like he was by far my favourite player. So it absolutely killed me when he left because, well, yeah, I just loved him. I didn't want him to leave. It was as simple as that, really. If my dad was on the podcast right now, he could probably take over and tell you exactly how much I loved Sir Les. But yeah, I appreciate it was a bit more of a like, not more of, but yeah, I loved his footballing skill. But I was young and I thought he was a very attractive young man at the time. So it was a bit of that. It was a bit like how I feel about Cher. I
Yeah.
appreciate his footballing skills, but I appreciate everything else about him as well. So
Mm.
they're my main two. We
I
might want
was
to move on
wondering
a
why
bit
I
now.
was not as good about those two.